The webinar will be starting in a minute. Let's see the amount of attendees we've gotten. Uh, Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar presented by RN Global, the premier study abroad preparation service provider. I'm Purva, your host, and I'm thrilled to introduce our esteemed guests, Mr. Chandrapal and Mr. Charlie. Mr. Chandrapal is a counseling expert at Allen Global, a distinguished study abroad platform that has guided numerous students to pursue their academic aspirations at renowned institutions worldwide, including MIT, Oxford, Imperial College London, and many more. With exceptional results in exams like SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, UCAT, and advanced placements, along with securing top internships for our students globally, Allen Global operates across multiple locations in India, including Kota, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, Mohali, Surat, Ahmedabad, Indore, Bhubaneswar, and Jaipur. By the end of this session, you will gain insights into the requirements for Ivy League universities, how to build a compelling profile, and impress admission officers. Without further delay, I'll hand over the webinar to Mr. Chandrapal to guide us through the agenda. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the nice introduction. So hello, everyone. Okay, so let me give you a brief about the whole webinar we have. Ivy League. Ivy Leagues are considered one of the elite institutes, hard to crack. And there are several things that we are going to discuss, some secrets to make your applications very strong enough to get in the eyes of the admission officer, to impress them. Okay, but before we start, let's understand what are Ivy Leagues. Now, it's a group of 8 prestigious private universities in northeastern USA. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Columbia, UPenn, Dartmouth, Brown, and Cornell. Okay, now they are known for their very competitive admissions. To be very honest, I will say the acceptance rates range from 3% to 5% only. And the international enrollments, the international applications are around from 7% to 12% only. So if you just do a quick calculations, it's hardly less than 2% for international applications. Okay. Now, why Ivy Leagues are tough to crack? Unless other universities which emphasizes only on academic excellence, Ivy League go under the holistic process review. Okay, it does ask for your academic excellence. Okay, along with that, they are emphasizing on leadership, the liberal arts, and especially extracurricular engagements. Okay, why people are sorting Ivy Leagues up compared to other universities? Because of the alumni network. Okay, the alumni are the CEOs, or the governors, or the top tier management people who are governing the top tier companies of the world. That is the one of the reasons people are wanted to go in the Ivy Leagues. Okay. So, what is the secret? First of all, okay, I'll be switching to Hindi as well for a conversion. The first secret is that you need to understand the admission philosophies. अब admission philosophies होती क्या है? Okay, हर एक institute अगर बात करें, top 50 universities की बात करें, तो हर एक institute की core philosophy होती है. The admission officer, they look into the applications. Okay, it's not simply that you got a great marks, you did several few things, and तुमको admission मिल जाए. It doesn't matter. Your applications, your essays, your letter of recommendations, all plays a very vital role. और वो उनके core philosophy से connect होना चाहिए. It should match the philosophy. If it matches, good to go. If it does not, you will be rejected. That's the reality of the Ivy Leagues. Okay. So let's discuss कौन सी admission philosophies है इनकी. Harvard University. Harvard universities are looking for capable leaders through your extracurricular activities, through the extra responsibility you can take and showcase in your activity. Okay. Another thing, they want students who have done contributions to the societies. Okay, you might have heard about all the NGOs, like students are helping unprivileged students to learn, to teach, yeah, stuff like that. but on a very impactful level. When we talk about University of Pennsylvania, they value innovations. Like if you have a great idea, if you have a research paper or you're innovating something or a patent, your chances into University of Pennsylvania increases. Apart from innovation, they are also looking for the entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah, you might have watched Shark Tank India. Yeah, people are coming pitching the thing. Yeah, the same thing. They are looking for that. Apart from that, in addition, they are also looking that you are learning all the recipes available. It's not sticking to one thing. For example, अगर आपको कंप्यूटर साइंस में जाना है तो यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पेंसिल्वेनिया आपने ऑब्वियसली कंप्यूटर साइंस पढ़ा हो, पर उसके अलावा आपने क्या पढ़ा हो एकेडमिकली? आपने क्या फिलोसॉफी पढ़ी है, आपने क्या लिटरेचर पढ़ा है, आपने क्या हिस्ट्री पढ़ी है? So that makes it interdisciplinary. Apart from your intended major studies, apart from your regular academic, extra क्या पढ़ा है इससे यार सीधा they are looking for such. When it comes to Cornell, they are looking for a diverse studies, same as University of Pennsylvania. यहाँ पे कॉर्नल जो है वो आपके प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस को ज्यादा एम्फसाइज करता है, like internships and stuff. And the research, they also emphasize more. If those things are in your profile, in the portfolio, your chances of getting into corner increases. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Columbia. Obviously, academic challenges के लिए होता है. So you need to be about 90%, 95% above in your academics. You have to score great in the test preparations along with that extra academic achievements. Again, at the same thing, they are focusing on scholarship contributions and global issues awareness. Okay, you should be keeping updated with it, and yes, these attributes, the traits should reflect in your applications. Princeton. Princeton is known for its civic engagement. Now, what is civic engagement? What you do at your local level, how you have helped people around your level, how you have impacted their lives. That's called civic engagement. Okay, they're looking for characteristic of integrity and ethical responsibility. Like if you have given responsibility, a leadership role, how ethical you have used the responsibility. Yale, like Cornell, they are looking for innovative thinkers and leaders. They also impact on the interdisciplinary collaborations. Okay, Brown, on the other hand, are very clear recommendations. Like in Brown, if you want to pursue certain subject, you need to prove that interest in that certain subject. And they're also beyond traditional boundaries. Now, what that means, apart from your school studies, apart from your regular curriculum, what you have done extra to prove your interest in that particular intended major. Dartmouth, on the other hand, is focusing on how personal initiatives you have taken. जहाँ पे आप समझ लीजिए कि आप कुछ आपके सोसाइटी में या आपके स्कूल में कुछ गड़बड़ लग रही है, something that is very ethically wrong, and then how you have overcome it, how you have challenged it. That's called personal initiatives. Future citizen leaders, obviously, initiativeness leads to a leading attributes and making an impact. About leadership and impact, we will come later in detail. So this is all the admission philosophies of 8 Ivy Leagues. You have to keep in this mind because students forget this admission or applications को ऐसे ही कर देते without understanding university क्या demand कर रही है applicants के हिसाब से. Let's reveal our secret number 2, upgrading your average profile to your Ivy League profile. So what are Ivy universities looking for in an applications? Exactly क्या ढूंढ रहे हैं? इसका एक general view देखते हैं अपन. So obviously they are going to look for your leadership, intelligence, creativity, and initiative. 40% of the applicant depends on your academics, high school marks, standardized test, advanced placement, English. Only 40%. 30% your extracurricular activities and how you weave your experiences, how you weave your extracurricular activities into your essays. While essays provide a personal view to the applications, letter of recommendations provide a third person point of view to the admission officers of the applicant. So this is how it impacts. It's not only on academics, it's extracurricular, your essays, everything. Allen Global helps in test preparation of standardized tests. Allen Global also helps to develop your profile, and we assist you in your essay editing of your annual letter of recommendations. So what, in brief, we can say like 90% Allen Global assist in you delivering your dream universities. So let's understand profile in a very brief Okay, we have talking about profile. क्या क्या होता है, क्या क्या होता है, नहीं होता. So if we divide profile in two major things, it's like academics and extracurriculars. Academics means the course is related to entertainment major. Like if you want to go for astrophysics, कौन सी कोर्स आपको करने चाहिए. ओके, आपने उसमें रिसर्च किया है कि नहीं किया. एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स से कोई लोकल प्रॉब्लम, कैन यू सॉल्व इट. लाइक रिसेंटली उत्तराखंड हैज स्टार्टेड अ एस्ट्रो tourism where you can go visit and look at the sky and feel the experience. Such things can you develop it yourself. You can also seek internships. Okay, you can ask for internships at ISRO. You can ask for, there are several space clubs available in India. We can go for. So these are just an academic part of your profile. Okay, extracurriculars, what they are looking into, is the applicant a creative or not? Is he doing social welfare activities or not? Is he active in sport or not? And does he have a leadership roles in his profile or not? So this whole thing provide a profile in a brief, an overview and applications. Why extracurricular matter the most? Okay, now this is very important. You need to understand why extracurricular, why we are emphasizing on extracurriculars the most. Okay, the average time an admission offer spent on each application is just 4 minutes. Yes, 4 minutes, that's it. 4 मिनट डिसाइड होगा कि आपको रखना है आईवी लीग के अंदर या नहीं रखना है. That's it, nothing more than that. In this 4 minutes, admission officer will know who you are as a person. आप कैसे हो and how you are an asset to your community. आप अपनी community from wherever you belong, like we have students across the India, how they are an asset to the community. Okay, so there are two things that you need to understand. 4 minutes to impress an application. One is how you know about yourself. While grades and tests could demonstrate your academic progress, obviously आपके जो marks है, आपकी जो scores है, test prep के scores है और सारे scores है, वो impact करता है academic progress. But your extracurricular activities provide another aspect of your personality, is or your emotional intelligence, and how you have grown these 4 years from 9 to 12. Like each has how it impacted you and how it has changed you, how it matured you. This they are looking for. In short, your extracurricular assist your application to stand out. Yeah, we have been talking a lot कि stand out करना चाहिए, application stand out करना चाहिए. The core reason, the core, what we can say, the core philosophy is it stands in your extracurricular activities. You can stand out with your extracurricular activities. That's why it is so important for your profile and for your application to the Ivy Leagues. Okay, 4 ways to build extracurriculars. Let's understand कैसे कैसे आप कर सकते हो. First of all, talents and interest. Understand कि आपके क्या क्या talents है, आप उसको कैसे emphasize कर सकते हो through competitions and of you. Okay. While you commit to a certain interest or your interest, it shows commitment. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने 9th में कुछ किया, 10th में आपने छोड़ दिया, फिर 11th में वापस किया और 12th में वापस छोड़ दिया. No, it doesn't show this. There should be consistency in your involvement of this activities. Okay, अगर आपने gap किया तो yeah, they get an idea. No, he is not committed. He is not disciplined. He is not focused on it. So you will be rejected. Okay. Another thing that happens that provides a unique narrative. Okay, as you are also aware, essays are integral part of the applications. Most of the university do ask questions about your creative angles. कि हाँ लाइफ में आपके साथ ऐसा कुछ क्या इम्पैक्ट हुआ या क्या एक्टिविटी हुई जिनसे आपने ग्रो किया पर्सनल लेवल पर. So these activities do help you to connect with it. Okay, you can expand your interest. Okay, like if you are an artist, आप टाइम पास करने के लिए या वेकेशन में कुछ आर्ट स्केच बना रहे हो, how you can grow it. Like you can have held exhibitions, you can create an art portfolio. Okay, we have students who have also sold their paintings at a very incredible amount. So this is what it shows, how you grow from one skill to another skills. While painting is the core, sketching is the core of your activity. Okay, organizing an exhibition that showcase your management skills, selling a painting to that shows your entrepreneurial skills. So one core activity, but many ways to expand it. Another thing is the community services. The community services is how you are impacting, how you are helping the needy people of your area or your community. Okay, why community services are very important. It's not that I want to see your kindness or empathy. Yeah, that's the one aspect, but they wanted to know कि बच्चे में leadership quality है क्या नहीं. Okay, you take an initiatives, you showcase leadership skills, you weave that experience in your essays, and you impress your admission officers. Okay, it again shows an impact how you created, and it also shows your passion. You are passionate about something. Again, I would say कि ये भी एक continuous activity है. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक साल किया, एक साल नहीं किया, एक साल किया, एक साल किया. ये करना है. That's the base rule of this. Continuity shows your passion. One other way to build your extracurriculars is internships. Okay, internship does provide you a practical industry experience, emphasizes on thing, and also equip you with the required skills to be in that intended HR. Okay. Another aspect of internship that helps you is to show your commitment to the particular intended HR. Again, it will showcase how passionate about your things. Okay. अगर internships की बात करूँ और आपको लगता है कि सर internships कहाँ करूँ? Okay, few things. लोकल बिजनेसेस होते हैं वहां पे इंटर्नशिप आप कर सकते हो. नॉन प्रॉफिट्स जो एनजीओ होते हैं वहां कर सकते हो. खुद के कनेक्शन या पेरेंट्स से भी पूछ सकते हो कि कोई पापा कोई आपके कनेक्ट में पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में. ठीक है. ऑनलाइन बहुत इनिशिएटिव्स है. डेडिकेटेड स्कूल्स प्रोग्राम्स भी है उसके रिलेटेड. एंड नॉट टू वरी, एलन ग्लोबल इज ऑलवेज देयर टू हेल्प यू विद इंटर्नशिप्स एज वेल. ओके. आप कहाँ से इंटर्नशिप्स कर रहे हो, कैसे इंटर्नशिप्स कर रहे हो, क्या रोल प्ले कर रहे हो, आपने क्या अचीव किया उस इंटर्नशिप्स में, और उसको कैसे प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो. एलन ग्लोबल विल असिस्ट यू विद दिस. We are expert in this and we are using this. Okay. Another aspect, the last aspect is research and competitions. Demonstrate curiosity. Research and competitions, we recommend the students who are very academically strong. Okay, who are very passionate. It again showcases your passion toward your intended majors. Okay. It also showcases that you wanted to learn beyond your classroom. This is the term we have been repeating against because this is what they are needing. आप बिना क्लासरूम के बाहर कितना पैशनेट फॉलो कर रहे हो अपना. Okay. So that's it. Let's reveal secret number 3. What I believe admission officers are looking for. Now this is very important for you if you are make notes. Okay. What we forget, we try to make profiles so strong. हम लोग इतने मतलब बिजी हो जाता है कि ये भी कर लूं मैं, वो भी कर लूं, ये भी एक्स्ट्रा सब कर लूं. It will impact. It doesn't work that way. Okay. It's the webinar started with an admission philosophy. That should be the core idea कि हाँ यूनिवर्सिटी को क्या चाहिए. Weave around the whole thing your extracurriculars according to it. Okay. So let's see what are they looking for. The admission officers are looking for leaders that we have been telling again and again and making an impact. So what does leadership and impact look like? What are they? Okay. Leadership demonstrates that you went beyond passive involvement and organizations and voluntarily taking on higher level of responsibility. Yeah. लीडरशिप का मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं होता कि आप लीड कर रहे हो. लीडरशिप का मतलब है आप कितनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले सकते हो और इससे क्या इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट कर सकते हो. नाउ देयर आर सेवरल टाइप्स ऑफ लीडरशिप यू कैन लुक फॉर. ओके. इट्स नॉट स्टिकिंग दैट वन थिंग कि हाँ मैंने ग्रुप को एंगेज किया, दैट्स आई मैनेज कर रहा हूँ, दैट्स लीडरशिप. नो, इट्स नॉट दैट. देयर आर सेवरल टाइप्स ऑफ institutional leadership. Now that's a school level or at an institute level, how you can showcase leadership. Many schools have student government. You can be president for that. You can be elected for president. Okay. If you are passionate about sports, like you are into football team or basketball team or a cricket team, you can look for as captain of the team, or you can look for the roles of vice captaincy for. Okay. If your school have a newspaper, okay, then you can be editor of the. In case if you do not have a school newspaper at your school, voila, that's a great opportunity to create a newspaper. You can pitch it to your institute, your management, and you can lead it. Now that's the best thing you can go for. क्या क्या involve करना है? That is depends on you what you want to cover it. Another type of leadership is your innovation leadership. So when we say innovation leadership, it doesn't need to be like very creative. It simply means that what you are doing in a digital arena of your home. Okay, like you can be a founder of a tech club at your school or at your society. You can collect gather the people, gather the youngsters, and make a tech club. Okay, you can be a science fair organization. Okay, various clubs like Rotary and somebody are also organizing science fairs and education fair every now and then. You can be connected with your local clubs, and you can have be an organizer, digital art workshop leader. So in case you have a skill in digital photography or digital artistic, or using Canva a lot, or Photoshop or Photopea, you can create a workshop. You can teach your skills, you can deliver your skills to others. That's a way of creating an answer. Independent leadership. Now, the independent leadership, it sounds defined by his own word. Now, what does it mean? It means that how much you alone are taking things. Okay, so it can be community service project organizer, where you are wholly responsible for all the project. Okay, you can be youth mentor in local community. And youth mentor are multiple ways. You can, what one can say, you can spread awareness to particular disease or vaccinations to the, or you can do one thing, you can be a career counselor. You can provide career counseling to the others as well. So yeah, that's how you can do youth mentoring. Environmental advocate, saving trees, saving the world. That's how you can go with. So these are the leadership skills you can look for. Now understand, what does impact look like? What you do with the responsibility, the effect of your work, it's called an impact. Yeah. So in a way or another, leadership and impact are intertwined. You can simply say, if leadership is the effect, impact is the consequence. Okay. It shows that you're passionate about something and you are invested in leaving a mark on things. Let's understand impact with some examples. At school level, you can lead a Swachh Bharat Cleaners campaign. Okay. You can start a peer mentoring program for exam preparations. Like in case you are in class 10th, you have scored 95 percentage or 92 percentage. Particularly, you have scored 100 after 100 on mathematics. You can teach your juniors. You can share your tips and tricks to your juniors to elevate their academic level. Okay, that's how it works. Initiating a school cultural exchange program to celebrate India's diversity. India being a diverse, you can do with a program where each student of a different state tells their own story, share their own stories, share their own traditions. That's a school level thing you can do. There are multiple ways you can do it. There are the prime examples we can do. At local level, you can start a literacy classes for adults, improving the local adult. Okay, now we know our adults or our elders are not comfortable with English. So you can start an English class for them as well. Not to worry about that would impact you. Okay, you can partner with a startup or come up with a tech-driven local waste management system as well. Okay, if you are into sports, you are very athletic, then you can start a local sports league for underprivileged children. Yeah, this is something our students have already done, and they are into top 10 universities at this moment. At national level, okay, the responsibility increases, the impact increases. You can create an online platform for student discussion on climate change, okay, gaining recognition angels. You can connect with NGOs across India, an app, okay. One of our students is currently working on such app with NGOs and things, launching a child rights awareness campaign in partnership with Childline India. Now, Childline India, if you are not aware, is a national NGO for child rights to educate in crime prosecutions and laws. So these are the impacts. Each activity has a responsibility and it has an impact. So if you do such activity, your profile gets stronger. You will climb up on the application proof and you will impress the admission officers of the Ivy League. Secret 4, revealing the secret 4. How does a well-developed profile look like? Now, this is what many students have approached us. Sir, you have been giving us a lots of suggestions how to develop profile. But what is a well-developed profile? How does it look like? Not to worry, there is one generic strategy that we do apply. First of all, understand common app applications. They do provide you 10 slots to fill up your activity sections. Okay, so you need to figure out which activities you need to mention, how to strategize it. There's a strategy I said for extracurricular profile to stand out. Okay, for if you have multiple activities in your portfolio, you can arrange it accordingly. You can have 2 activities related to volunteering, 3 to 5 activities as a leader, 1 to 3 activities of academics, 1 to 2 non-affiliated or summer programs. Okay, non-school affiliated activities, if you do not understand, it's like you're doing extra courses from outside of your school arena. Okay, it can be online courses, it's going to be a project, it can be another thing. There's also youth idea on that you can consider it. at least one quirky activity reflecting more unusual skills and hobbies. Now, this is we consider as a spike in the portfolio. It's a term that's being used around a lot of times, spike. One activity that is very particularly you are very good at it. Okay, now let me provide an example. Okay, one of our kid was really good at yoga. So what he did, he got a certificate course and was assigned as a teacher of a yoga. He was certified teacher at class 10, and he started helping others. Okay, he started gathering children who could not afford yoga classes and started teaching yoga to them. Eventually, after a year and a half, his school recognizes efforts, and we wove the whole profile around it in the application letter, and he got accepted in Purdue. Okay, even the Purdue University did approach him and requested him to continue the yoga sessions in their colleges. So that's how it all impacts. Okay, find your one quirky advice. And if you are not unsure, you are not sure about that, sir, what is my what? How? I mean, not to worry. We do have our team of profile builders who will interact with you all over the year. Will interact, ask you questions, some personal questions, some professional questions to figure out what one quirky that we can be for you. Allen Global is known for its profile building. So let's move to our ultimate secret. How Allen Global makes you Ivy worthy. Okay, we do have a roadmap. The earlier you start, the better are the chances to get a top tier universities. Mostly all the universities look for your activities, your academic progress from class 9. So we have a roadmap from 9th, 10th, 12th. In 9th, we have foundational exploration, where we go for psychometric test, where we emphasizes on foreign learning skills, and also we enhance your mnemonics and speed reading and your reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills. We move to class 10th, skill consolidation. We provide some internship and research assistance, profile enhancement, and professional career planning. We masters effective communication and leadership. Now, as you can see, 9th and 10th, we more focuses on languages and skill consolidation. The reason is that 9th and 10th, you get abundant time to work upon yourself. Okay. In class 11, test readiness. It's time to appear for the standardized test for your top tier universities. So we do help in SAT preparation. We do help in UCAT preparation, which is for medical colleges in UK, TOEFL in AP. We again continue with the profile building and gets very specific in this phase. We secure internships and research experiences for you. 12th, it's time for the applications. What we have done these 4 years, we will assist you and we'll make sure that your applications stand out. We master the test, craft the standard applications, and we assist you with visa application and pre-deployment planning. So that's what we do. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for this. And I hope you have gained some insights of how Ivy League functions, how the admission officers analyze the applications and just select the applicants. Okay, over to you, Huwa ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for all the valuable guidance in constructing a strong profile. Now, let's welcome Mr. Charlie, a client relations manager at ETS UK, supporting our university partners accepting GRE and TOEFL tests. With 7 years of experience in the UK higher education sector, Mr. Charlie brings extensive knowledge of the recruitment and admissions processes for UK university. Over to you, Charlie, sir.
Thanks very much. Just going to share my screen so you guys can see my presentation. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining today. So what I'm going to be talking about is about the TOEFL IBT test, English language test that you would need to take whether you wanted to study in the UK or in Australia or in the US or wherever you're looking at studying. So just to initially kind of give a bit of an idea about the acceptance of TOEFL in universities across the world. We often hear there's some uncertainty about the acceptance of TOEFL out in countries outside of the US, but TOEFL IBT is accepted by more than 11,500 universities and other institutions in around 160 countries around the world. We have a 100% acceptance rate by universities in the US, in Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. And that means that if you're looking at Ivy League or if you're looking at the Russell Group in the UK, TOEFL IBT is accepted by the university that you are looking to apply for. So that it's really important to make sure with the test that you're taking that it's accepted for the university that you're applying to. But you can be very confident with which pretty much whatever university you're applying to, whether it's in the US, the UK, or anywhere else in the world, TOEFL is very likely to be accepted for your university. So we've made some changes to TOEFL recently, which I'll go through in a minute, but TOEFL remains the test that you know and trust, and it remains the test that our clients, that our university partners also know and trust as well. So what has changed? What enhancements have we been adding to the TOEFL test for both from making sure the test is as strong and as rigorous as possible, but also making sure the experience for you as a test taker is as good as possible. So in 2020, we rolled out the TOEFL IBT Home Edition test. So that is a test that you can take online in your home rather than having to go to a test center. Now, it is definitely worth making sure that not all universities accept home edition tests, home edition versions of English language tests. So it's definitely, before you book anything, worth making sure that your university accepts online tests as well as test center tests, but the home edition is there and is available. The test is shorter now. So previously the test was nearly 4 hours long, and it's come down to just under 2 hours. And I'll take you through how we've done that in a couple of minutes. You will now get instant reading and listening scores as well. So from while you're in the test, when you complete your reading and listening sections at the end of the test, you will get an instant score, giving you an idea of what you've got in those particular sections. We then those scores aren't publicly released, but it does mean for you that if you know that, for instance, you know you need to get a certain mark on reading or listening, and you get a notification telling you that you haven't reached that, it does mean you can go and look at rebooking very quickly rather than having to wait for your test scores to come through. Our score reporting is now faster. So we previously took generally between 10 and 12 days to report a score. It's now down to between 4 and 6 days for your scores to come through. We also offer something called My Best. So My Best is helpful for you as a student in that My Best allows you to combine the results of different tests you've taken within a window, different TOEFL tests you've taken within a window, to create a super score. So what that might mean for you is that if you're taking the test and you hit the score you want to get on everything apart from one section, if you then retake the test and you hit on that section, that you get the score that you needed on that section, but maybe miss on another section, you can combine those two scores to show your university show your potential university that you can meet the requirements they needed, even if it's across 2 test sittings. We've also, due to the test being shorter and due to various different additions we've made, we have increased capacity for testing, so we can run our tests more often. We have weekday and afternoon testing, which we didn't used to have before. So if you're looking for a test and you're looking for availability, our availability is increased massively since we rolled these changes out. So it is definitely always worth, if you're looking for availability, having a look at TOEFL, because TOEFL will hopefully have availability for you in your test center or testing area that you're looking to take the test in. We've also reduced the retest wait time now, so you don't have. Previously you had to wait. I believe 30 days before you could retest. That's come down significantly to 3. So if you do need to take a retest, you don't have to wait too long to do that, which is very important when deadlines are coming up. And we also offer you a free TOEFL IBT practice test as well when you register for the test. So that means that you will have access to a free practice test that you can use to test your abilities and make sure that you feel like you're at the level that you need to be. So in terms of what we've done to enhance your experience, so obviously already mentioned the reduced test time and a streamlined registration process as well. So it's now easier and quicker to register and book a test with us here. You will get enhanced score reporting now as well. So you'll get score report with more detail and more depth as to where you did well and where you maybe are looking to improve. The mobile practice sets now have AI scoring behind them. So that means that for you can when you're doing your practice tests, previously if you were doing a written test or similar, you wouldn't necessarily get marks on your written tasks. But now we have an AI module that allows us to give you a score on those practice tests to give you an idea of what you've got in there. And again, that practice test is free when you register for a TOEFL test. We've improved the at-home experience, so that means in the registration, in the streamlining of how you log on and how you use the test. That's all been streamlined going forward. We also have a couple of things that are more specific to yourselves in India, so INR payment options, and also India-based customer support is I think very important, so that you guys know that you have someone available to you in your country who you can talk to about any issues that you might be having with the TOEFL test. So moving on, just to talk a little bit through the reduced test time. So this is the structure of what a TOEFL test looks like now. So we're still doing the same four sections that we were always doing. That's a big that's a key requirement of any English language test. If you're going to study abroad, we need to be able to test your reading, listening, speaking, and writing skills. But what you will do in this test is you'll have 20 questions around reading with an average time of around 35 minutes. 28 questions in the listening section with an average timing of around 36 minutes. 4 tasks in speaking, which should take around 16 minutes, and two written tasks, which should take around 29 minutes, giving you a total time of just under 2 hours. What's important to know with this is when we put these questions together and when we look at what we do, all of this is backed up by research as to how many questions that we need to be able to ask to be able to properly assess someone's English language level, which means that even with the reduced time, all of our university partners, all of the universities that accept TOEFL IBT are very happy with the content of the test and know that it rigorously tests the ability of the students who want to come and study with them. Moving on to comparing the TOEFL IELTS score comparison and talking about what this kind of looks like for you. IELTS is often seen as the default, particularly in the UK. So if you're looking at studying in the UK, people sometimes immediately just think, oh, you have to take IELTS. You don't. TOEFL is very much accepted across the UK, and it does allow, and this tool that you can go to, this score comparison tool, does allow you to give a bit of a comparison between if someone says they're looking for a 6.0 in an IELTS, what does that mean for a TOEFL, and what does that mean for individual sections? So you can have a look at that to give yourself a bit more of an idea of how your scores compare from TOEFL to IELTS. So this is just a little bit of a comparison across 3 of the bigger English language tests that are out there. So TOEFL IBT, IELTS Academic, and PTE Academic. So what does the test measure? And what you can see with TOEFL is what we do is we try to measure as much as possible communicative language ability in an academic context. So we have made a lot of effort to make sure that our test is as relevant to academic context as possible. So the things that you will be doing in the TOEFL test are things that you may experience while you're a student. So rather than just testing, your English language ability, we're testing what your English language ability will be like if you are in a university studying at a high level. 100% of the TOEFL IBT test is academic content, which differs from our competitors, which again means that our clients, our university partners, are very confident that those who take TOEFL are well equipped in the academic study environment. The test format. So we and IELTS have 4 separate sections: reading, listening, speaking, writing. PTE blend speaking and writing together, which again it means that it can be more difficult in terms of getting those good scores for those sections. Test length, as you can see here, our test is shorter than all of our competitors. So we're very pleased with the fact that we've reduced that timing. You only need to sit one session to take our test if you're doing the IBT test, which is the main one that's offered now. In comparison, IELTS you have to sit two, so you would sit your speaking section as a separate session. So again, from a student experience standpoint, for your guys' benefit, it's much easier if you can book your test and do it all in one go than it is if you have to book one date and time for your speaking and one date and time for the rest of the test. It isn't always that you can book those on the same day if you're trying to do IELTS. So that can sometimes mean you're having to go to the test center to do one part of the test one day and then come back a week later to do speaking. And which obviously delays the amount of the time before you can get your scores and get an understanding. And our score range, and this is something that differs across generally how tests are assessed, but our score range goes from 0 to 120 with each section worth 30 points, with 1 point increments. This does mean you can get a little bit more granular with your results and a bit more of an understanding there. Which differs to say something like IELTS, where you have half band increments where you go from 5 to 5.5. But those are just slight differences that you can expect across the tests. So moving on, just to talk a little bit about the enhanced score reporting. So you get as we mentioned earlier, you get those instant unofficial reading and listening scores. So you'll immediately in the test know what you got for your reading and your listening. That means that you, as I say, if you need to rebook, if you're not going to get if you know that you're not getting the numbers that you need to hit in those sections, you know that and you can look to rebook immediately. You have official score availability date communicated on the test day. So that means on the test day, we will tell you when we are planning to communicate, when we're hoping to have your score available to you. And then you'll get real-time notifications of score status changes. So you'll get a text or an email letting you know when your score is ready, when where it's being assessed and where it is in the process right there. And now just a couple of things in terms of home edition enhancements. So we have improved the technical preparation and support. And so that means that you get significantly more support in terms of making sure that your computer is ready. We are making sure that you're not getting caught out by accidentally running software that you're not allowed to run during a test. We have streamlined communication with testers as well to remind you of what you need to do and what you need to do to prepare. And then enhanced security while increasing test taker confidence. So the enhanced security means that you can be confident in the score that you've got, and it also means that our university partners who you're looking to apply to can be confident that in the score that you've got as well, which is really important for everybody involved in the process. So I'm just going to briefly hand over to my colleague Achin, who's joined from ETS India today, just to talk a little bit about the specific test taker support that's being offered to Indian test takers by our team in ETS India. So Achin.
Thank you, Charles, and thank you, Mr. Chandrapal and Pooja, for inviting ETS India to this webinar. So as the webinar title said, that it's all about the admissions to the Ivy League, and as Mr. Chandrapal has also explained, like very much detail, that Ivy Leagues generally look for the holistic profile, not for the specific profile. So when you go for the holistic profile, it includes like number of segments, and English language is one of the major segments to that. So while keeping everything in mind of doing the extracurricular activities, maintaining the academic record, having a good say among your schools, good hold in your school. So all these things are obviously very important when you are applying to IB. But yeah, ELT is also one of the segments which is very important. So now coming to the TOEFL for Indian students. Obviously, we have made some changes, and we have tried to incorporate certain things which will help Indian students while they are opting for TOEFL test. So as Charles has already mentioned, that we have a dedicated India support customer support. We have a toll-free number where you guys can call anytime. It's almost 24/7. And yeah, So, and yeah, there was one challenge which you used to have previously of paying the TOEFL fee. So now that is also gone. You can pay the fee in the INR also. So yeah, so that's all what ATS TOEFL is doing, and Charles has covered all the things. So in case you guys are looking for any kind of support, you have this email ID and the toll-free number on your screen. You can always give us a call, and we'll help you to. We'll be glad to explain you more about it. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Ashin. And then just briefly to talk about one more thing that we're offering here with TOEFL. So this is, and obviously we're talking about Ivy League here today, but for those of you who are maybe also considering studying in the UK, we also offer the TOEFL UK India Scholarship. So this is a scholarship that is available to students who take the TOEFL test and are applying to a UK university. That we have given out 19 of these so far, and you can see an example there of Tahir, who won one of our first 19 scholarships. We have another 10 that are available. So if you are looking for potential scholarship opportunities and you're looking to study in the UK, you can find more details at etsindia.org/scholarships about how you can potentially receive a grant of up to 2.5 lakhs. So please do ask us about that scholarship and how that works, or go to our website to find out a bit more. But that scholarship is very much open at the moment, and the deadline for application for the next round of scholarships is coming up on the 15th of July. So you still very much have time to make your application. But to be eligible for that, you need to have an Indian passport, you need to have an offer letter from a UK university, and you need to take TOEFL and get at least 75 in the overall score. But those are the basic criteria you need to apply for the scholarship. So that's all from me and from the ETS TOEFL team. Please do any questions you have about the test or about the scholarship. Please do ask them. We'll do our best to answer.
All right. Thank you so much, Charlie and Arjun sir, for sharing your expertise and insights about the TOEFL test. Now let's look at a few queries. If we are associated with Cambridge Language Assessment and we have a certificate for C2 level, that is the last level, then do we have to give the TOEFL test?
If you've got a certificate at the C2 level, my understanding is that you would need to take an English language test to get to the B level. But I would say, but it depends. Different universities have different levels of it, different level of acceptance for what they will look at. So different universities will. The answer is it depends on the university that you will be applying to.
I just want to add to the Charles. Giving an ELT test is always helps in boosting your profile. So in case you have a certain certification from any other, but when you're applying to 10 different universities, you can't be sure of like which university is going to look at which particular point. So it's always safe side that you give all the tests and you have closed all the doors. I mean all the black holes which are there, which can cause the rejection of the application. So my thought on this is that you should give a ELT test while applying to the university.
All right. Thank you so much. This is a profile related question. Sir, I haven't done any extracurricular activity due to JEE coaching. So do I still have any chance of getting into an Ivy League?
Okay, I will suggest immediately contact Allen Global. Okay, now there are several students we have who have joined Allen Global in class 12 only, and they are in top 100 universities of the world right now. So pretty much, yeah, we can guide you well in that. You still have time, okay, but time, very limited time. I'll be very honest. Still, you have a time.
All right. The other one is MIT considered an Ivy League university? Does it require any extracurriculars?
It does require, it's not an Ivy League, okay? It does require extracurricular, specifically when you're applying to an MIT application portal, they have a significant segment called where you need to enter all your activities. They do emphasize on activities.
All right. Can a student change colleges if they get a chance to transfer to an Ivy League university?
Yeah, definitely a student can transfer. We have several students who have transferred to, they got into top 100 and they moved to top 50. We do have a couple of students who have transferred to higher levels colleges. There's always an option open. But yeah, you do have to maintain your GDP and you have to do significant or impactful activities during the 1 to 2 years.
All right. Does a school which follows IB curriculum make it easier to get into an Ivy League university?
It's not a standard that Ivy League IB students curriculum students get into Ivy League. Now understand this. Okay, when we say the whole profile and extracurricular things, it also emphasizes if you visit a Stanford or Harvard or Yale website, they have emphasizing what you are doing at your local level. Okay, it doesn't constrain to your Ivy League. So pretty much if you are a Gujarat board or a state board exam or a CBSE board, you still have the same chance with the Ivy board students as well.
All right. There are several questions regarding Olympiads, so I'm just making it as a single question. Are Olympiads considered as an extracurricular activity?
Okay, now if you are scoring, if you are earning gold medal or silver or bronze, it will be considered as honors. There's an activity section called honors in applications, which emphasizes your top achievements in academic and non-academic. So definitely it can be considered as an activity, but it's more with academic angle. It will emphasize your intended majors. Okay, but I will say explore more extracurricular effective because there are several people who will be academically better than you. Where will you stand out? It is your extracurricular activities. So use your extracurricular activities.
All right. Are AP classes necessary for Ivy Leagues?
IB classes, yes, definitely. Now understand the competitions of the Ivy League. It's very competitive, right? Now you are not appearing for AP classes, and there are several other applications who are just like your applications, but they have an advantage of AP. So it's obvious who are they going to pick up. So it's kind of a very logical analysis. But instead, if you have something very impactful or very different than others in your extracurriculars, there's a chance that they'll pick you up. But you have to be very, what we can say, out of the box achievement in extracurriculars.
All right. So if any student has a query, they shall raise their hands and then they can directly connect with the counselor. There are several show of hands. Let's take it one by one. Bal Nune.
What AP tests are necessary for CS bachelors in Ivy League University?
What? AP?
Advanced placement tests.
Advanced placement tests. Okay, now understand. Computer, for CS, computer science. Now, computer science, to be very honest, is highly competitive compared to other engineering fields when it comes to Ivy Leagues. Okay, you have, apart from APs, we do suggest calculus, we do suggest statistics and computer science AP as well, but that's not the only thing they are looking forward. Okay, you need to be proficient in programming language. You should have a research project or an app development project, which are influencing lives. Like last year, we have a kid who developed a app for mental health. So pretty much stuff like that. It's not just only one thing that if you're doing AP or if you're doing SAT or if you are just having good marks, it's a holistic review. Okay, so every aspect. Essays plays a very vital role. Letter of recommendations from your faculty, from your coach plays a vital role. They provide a kind of what you can say different perspective of yours. They are looking for a multifaceted dimensionality of yours.
So for
You have to unmute yourself. You're not audible, Bal Nune.
sir, if I get into IMOTC, it can ensure my admission in Ivy League.
I'm still saying nothing ensures is your admission. There is no secret with what we can say checklist that if you do this, you'll be surely getting this. understand this, Ivy Leagues are very limited seats, and they are looking for each candidate who brings a different angle to their community. It's very different from the Indian admission systems.
All right, let's move forward to another student, Manju Preeti. Manju?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a different story and I have a different interest about what I want to pursue in my career. So how can I connect both of them and make my application proper and have a good essay?
Okay, now for that you need to connect, because this, if I can start explaining it, it will stretch for 1 more hour. Okay, few things you can do, quick things. Okay, now understand this. What are your aspirations, intended majors, activities, and how it intertwines, how it influences one another. Let me give an example. If a student want to apply for bioinformatics or biological sciences, okay, they will go for their activities which are related to biology, like teaching biology to students or mathematics to students, and or spreading awareness about bioinformatics to other, because bioinformatics is something students are not doing much. Okay, so such activities related to intermediate you can connect with your essays, because that showcase your interconnectedness in your activity. Also, it will showcase your passion to the university. But it's kind of a very generic way. We can discuss on a very detailed way. You can connect us at any time.
So can online courses related to computer science or AI help me give a proper explanation of my interest in the essay or in the application?
Okay, a few things. Yes and no. Pretty much online courses or internship, they are very generic things. What we need to understand, if you are targeting top 50 universities or top 100 universities, along with that, how you are utilizing the applying those knowledge in a practical way. Like you have learned HTML or CSS. So are you building a website for some NGOs or for some other companies or other clients? The application is necessary.
Yeah, and also how can I combine computer science with business, and is there a field or major that would,
Okay,
get
for that, I would highly suggest connect us personally. Okay, because
Okay.
see, if I reveal it over here, someone will pick it up and they apply the same thing, and there is a high chance you might get rejected because of that particular application.
Okay.
Yeah, do connect us.
All right. Thank you so much, Manju, for these questions. Let's move forward to Ritambara Arya.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
So could you tell me about some universities in Europe, particularly Germany?
Okay, for Germany, we have a country counselor. You can connect with us and he will provide you and have a session, and he will provide you every detail about Germany.
Okay, and Europe in general?
Yeah, we do have. See, at Allen Global, we have a country-specific counselors. There are specialists about that. They will provide you all the details, all the requirements, and what it takes to get into top-tier universities of that particular country. So do connect with us.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ritambara. Let's move forward to Nilofer, Mary, Teresa. Nilofer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, what are some AP classes that are required for a pre-med major?
For pre-med,
Yeah.
yeah, we have students with the pre-med studying in the USA. Okay, so pretty much what they took is what we suggest, go with the AP biology or AP psychology is something you can go for. Okay, there are two things, but if you need to stand out, only AP won't work. AP will provide an advantage, not for sure. For specific US university, it will be advantages. But apart from that, you need to do several other things very specific to the university, very specific towards your course. For that, you have to connect, because I can't just summarize everything within a couple of minutes. It takes time to understand you. Okay, so do contact us and we'll have a session.
Thank you.
All right. Prerna Singhal.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I wanted to know, like, why do we like why to choose study abroad? I mean, we can stay in India and do many things, right? So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. We are definitely going to do multiple things in India. Okay. Now, do you know why to study abroad? Okay. Now, for first thing, understanding it comes down to one thing. It's a personal choice. Where do you want to explore opportunities? Many, most of the students explore over here. Some goes over there. It impacts. Okay. Now, let me just tell you one thing. Two of our kids in the Penn State University currently are computer science. Not that brilliant, like 80s and 85s they used to score. Okay, now they within first semester they build an app using machine learning, solving a problem of medical field, a co-pilot for the doctor within one semester, not even 1 year. So pretty much what you are why the students are preferring study abroad is for the community, the people you will get over there, the ideas they will share, the diversification of your thought process, and that's why nothing more than that. That's why they are going for them. If the same student I would be here, I'm pretty much not sure that they would have developed this thing.
okay, sir. Also, sir, I'm in class 10th and I have cleared several exams related to science and maths, even published few research papers and books.
Oh,
And
nice.
I'm a co-founder of an organization,
Oh,
like
great.
media organization. So if I want to get admitted in MIT, what else can I do?
Okay, for MIT, see, from last 7 years, we are placing students in MIT, right? We have a great track record for that. I would highly suggest you contact us and let's have a session one-to-one with you.
Okay, okay, sure,
Okay,
sir.
sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Adanya.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I wanted to know that is a foreign language really important to get admitted in Ivy League?
I'll repeat your question. You are asking, is foreign language important for Ivy League, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yes and no. The answer is not so easy. The reason is why we emphasize on learning foreign language. It shows you, see, learning a new language shows that you are acute in your mentality. Okay, it shows that you are open for adaptability. It does not simply mean that you are good at speaking another language. It shows different traits. So if you are learning a foreign language, yeah, it will be advantageous to you. It definitely will be advantageous to you.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. And what AP classes should I choose? Because I want to study CS.
Okay, in which class currently you are?
I'm currently in 10th
10.
standard.
Okay, great. So pretty much for AP, I would suggest go with calculus. Okay, that's best thing. Understand that when if you are computer science, that will be the core of the computer science. Go with it. There are other as APs as well that's impact you. Like there are other honors, what we can say, honors awards provided by college board. Okay, that you need to figure out. Okay, for that, I would suggest connect with us. Our representative will have a deep discussion and detailed discussion with you, and they'll provide you proper guidance.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next student, Medhaditi Bhattacharya. Super. Yeah, go ahead, Medhaditi. Medhaditi. All right, Manju, go ahead, ask your question.
Is it necessary for me to take IELTS or TOEFL if I take SAT?
Yeah.
Yes. Understand this, for study abroad, this university is a requirement. Specifically speaking of a US university, it's a requirement up. If you're not submitted your TOEFL scores or if you're not submitted your other courses, which are language proficiency proof, they won't review your application. It's a mandatory thing.
So will it be sufficient if I do the IELTS along with SAT?
Now, it depends on the universities you are applying into. Now, each universities have different requirements. You need to check out those. Okay, go for the undergraduate requirements for international students. There will be that English proficiency test tab. You can go with it.
Okay, and how can I get along with the essay? Because I have questions regarding how to tackle the Chicago prompts.
Okay. In which class currently you are studying?
12th.
Okay. So for that, I would suggest connect with us. Like our team we do have a dedicated team for writer and editors, which enhances your essays. Please do connect with us, get the detail. We can't just discuss that in the open because yeah, if we are discussing your case openly in public, your application won't be unique enough.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Our last student, Manju Muni. Manju, go ahead.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
My son is in IB1 and he has taken the PSAT in 11th grade. Will he be able to take it in the 12th grade also?
Wait a second. He appeared for PSET in 11th grade.
Yeah.
Okay. So has he appeared for digital set yet?
Yes, he did.
Okay, great. What was his score, ma'am?
1440.
Like if you believe that he can score better, yeah, okay, definitely you should take it. And we do have a set preparation classes. We do prepare students for that. You can connect with us and you can see. We have yes,
what I'm trying to say is he's a US citizen.
Okay.
Taking a PSAT, will it help for his NMSQT thing? Will it consider? That was my question. If you take a PSAT in 12th grade.
Won't impact much, ma'am.
Sorry?
It won't impact much. Yeah, much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the thing is that after if you're in 12th grade, a PSAT doesn't impact much. It's the scores of DSAT that matters, digital SAT.
Okay. And I have gone through the thing which you are saying for the Ivy League admissions, and I totally agree. Like nobody knows the combination in which we get into. So given that chances, like if they've done multiple research project and even the public impact is high, is that summer courses are like his score is around 39 out of 42 right now. Will that have any chances or will it bring it down the chances of going to Ivies?
So, ma'am, I'll be very honest with you. When it comes to Ivy, they have kind of a very range, what we can say, range for admissions. Like there are students who are very average, but they do extracurricular things at a very great level, and they have been accepted by Ivy Leagues. Okay, so pretty much we need to understand the whole profile of your son to understand how we can enhance it and what are his chances, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
So definitely you can contact us. We can have a discussion now. Not to worry.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
All right, Rupam.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, my son is in class 9th and he has joined some classroom program of Ellen. So I just wanted to know what is the average fee of these Ivy League colleges and what kind of scholarships are available for engineering courses in that colleges.
Okay, now if you are talking about without scholarship, it ranges to be very honest, 65 lakhs to 85 lakhs per year in Indian context. Okay, scholarship, they do provide scholarship, but that I'll be very honest, the chances are 50%.
Okay.
If you're particularly speaking about US university, they more emphasizes on your merit-based scholarships, on your SAT score and how you did on your academics. Like but there are certain universities in Ivy Leagues like Harvard, and so they are also emphasizes on sports achievements.
Okay.
Okay, so pretty much that's it. So we can funnel down the universities for you, not to worry, sir.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Raghavi Chaudhary. Raghavi.
What I wanted to ask you is IIT better or any Ivy League?
Well, it depends on your perspective. Like we have students who have dropped off tier universities and went to IITs. We have students who have transformed from IIT Bombay to MIT. So it depends on your personal choice.
And sir, I'm currently playing Taekwondo. Will it help me?
Definitely.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it will definitely help you.
Thank you, sir. That's all.
All right, Manju. Manju. I think most
sure.
of them
Yeah,
are
I have finished my questions. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, thank you, thank you.
right. Prerna, do you have anything to say?
Yes, sir. Just one question. That while writing our essays for the foreign university, do we need to stick on one theme, or uh, there should be any uniformity?
Okay, now the few things I would suggest. It depends on two things. First of all, what the question is asking for, and which university you're applying into. I just in the webinar I told, understand the admission philosophies of your applying universities. Okay, it can be if the word limit is very limited, like 100 words, 150 words, 200 words, stick to one thing. If it is more, multi-layered, multi-themes will be also good for you.
And sir, if I have many achievements related to academics, am I supposed to mention all of them, or
Okay, now prioritize them. Okay. There is an honors section in the application. You can put your top tier academic achievements over there. There are 5 slots available to put it. In activity section, there are 10. I would suggest make it very diversified. Do not stick to only to academics. If you're top 2, you can add academics in activity section. Rest your other extracurriculars.
okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Sai Reddy. Sai Reddy.
Yeah, good afternoon. I just wanted to ask if you guys provide a course that will only focus on my SAT preparation.
Yeah, there are.
Yes, we do have.
Okay, and how do I contact them?
Okay. Not to worry, you can visit our website www.globalstudies.com and you can connect with us. Not to worry, they'll provide you a detailed information regarding our only test prep courses as well.
And is there any approximate price of it?
Okay. They'll share it with you currently. Okay, not to worry.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Nilofer has another question, apparently. Nilofer, go ahead.
Yeah, hello. This is Soumya, first mom. I have a question regarding the interview. Like, they'll be looking at the application that the aspirant would be submitting. Just wanted to know whether there would be any personal interview with the aspirant by the potential universities. And also one more thing regarding the funding. What are the criteria that the universities would be looking for to decide whether the student requires a funding or not?
Okay,
Could you
now, ma'am.
please respond to that? Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let me address your first question. Okay, the thing is that ma'am, about the funding, to be very honest, funding depends on two types: the merit-based scholarship and a need-based scholarships. So, particularly speaking of Ivy League colleges, when you apply, they do come with a financial form. They'll be asking you how you're going to pay the tuition fees, how you're going to pay, what are the assets. That's a whole little form. Princeton comes with a multi-page form for financial requirements. So they're analyzed through that. We have a CSS portal as well, which universities also apply for a scholarship. Our admission experts will help you assist with them. So yeah. Second thing, if the student is, to be very honest, very brilliant and very what we can say, application very impressive, they do provide an application on the merit based as well, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. And one more question, please.
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah,
So,
regarding the
sure.
interview. Regarding the interview,
sorry.
will there be an interview? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Interviews are there. Ivy Leagues, yeah, they are there. Okay. Alumni will collect with the students, and there is an interaction of for 35 to 40 minutes.
Oh, so that's with the alumni, not with the admission officer or the people from that.
If you are particularly speaking about Ivy League, then with this. With the
With
alumni.
the alumni. Oh.
With alumni, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Medaditi, go ahead, ask your question. Manju?
There are 5, I mean, we can select 5 honors from whatever we have.
Madhya, അതല്ലല്ല അങ്ങനെയല്ല ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചത് കൊച്ചിന് ആൻസർ കിട്ടിയോന്നാണ് ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചത്. ലീവ് ചെയ്യണ്ടേ? ഇവർ തീർന്നു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ലീവ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി മോളെ.
Lofa, your mic is still on. Could you? Yeah,
sure.
thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Manju.
So how do we choose to pick out 5 of the honors that we have, because there are ample number of them. So how do we kind of put them forward? If I have school level, so most of them are school level, and I only have a few from state level. So what would you suggest? Should I put my academics first, or should I put my extracurricular activities and extracurricular honors in the first priority?
Now, see, there's a very logical way to approach it. First, understand, prioritize your achievements. Like if you have a national level, it should be in the top tier. Okay, if it's a state, if you have a state level, it should be top tier. Depends on your priority. Okay, so I would say prioritize your achievement and then put it. Though it has 5 slots, it doesn't mean that you have to fill the 5 slots.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what if most of them are from school? So if I have most of them from school, so should I mean, kind of arrange them based on my
Yeah, definitely. You can easily
academics?
proceed with it. Yeah, definitely go with it. Not to worry
And
about that.
yeah, so because you were telling that we get scholarships based on our merit. So if I put forward my academic merits and academic awards, would it help? So that's what was the reason behind asking a question regarding how I could arrange my honors if it was based on academic or extracurriculars.
I understand things. When it comes to scholarship, I'll be very honest. Okay. First of all, arranging your honors will show your initiativeness, your acuteness to a particular field. Okay, that will assist you, leverage you to get into universities. Okay, when it comes to specifically scholarship, a lot other criteria are at play. Okay, first of all, your SAT score is at play, your high school scores at a play. That if you have a consistently scored more than 90%, okay, you can get it. You can just visit the website of universities. They do have the scholarship details over there, what they're looking for. But each year, understand this, each year the criteria changes because of the application pool, and the competitiveness is increasing by each year.
Okay, so my honors wouldn't kind of matter for my financial aid. Like, wouldn't my academic merits and awards matter most? Because
See, the first thing you should be thinking about the acceptance letter and scholarship letter. Okay, so arrange your honors accordingly so you can get accepted from them. Then you can request them, and we will assist them in the whole process, not to worry.
so it's like after getting accepted, there can be a way to apply for financial aid. Is that what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So see, mentioning honors and activities showcase what you are totally interested into. It is like a representing yourself through application form. It's telling a story of yourself to the admission officer.
So it doesn't completely based on my academics. Rather, I should put my honors in such a way that it shows my interests and talents rather
Exactly.
than
Strategize your
format
yeah,
my
exactly. Strategize
merit.
your applications. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why we do have application experts with here. So we who analyze your all applications and do suggest insights to make it more impactful. We do have
Yeah.
a team out there.
Yeah, and one more small thing was that regarding the IELTS that I was asking you back, that I mean, I've heard from resources that if the student is from a school where medium of communication is English, there is no requirement for a proficiency test. So is it true?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's true and it's not. For some universities, it is yes. For other universities, it's not. So you have to go, just as suggested, go to the university you want to apply, go for the international undergraduate tab, understand the requirements of English proficiency requirements over there. If they are mentioning that you are in English medium and it doesn't require, good to go. But if they are mentioning particular IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo, you need to appear any of these things.
Okay, so it would be preferable if I just do any one of the proficiency tests among all the others, right? Because
Yeah, that's why that's why we are emphasizing on TOEFL. It's being accepted by everyone.
okay,
Most of
IELTS.
IELTS 2 is accepted. Chandrapal sir.
Yeah,
So she's asking about IELTS as well.
yeah,
The
it's also
acceptance.
accepted, but do check it. Okay, there are a couple of universities who have dropped IELTS. That's why I'm worried about which
Okay.
university you're targeting. That's why I'm emphasizing visit the official website. Do not go over the third-party websites.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have shortlisted a bunch of universities, just go through their requirements. Each and every university has separate requirements for these proficiency tests.
Yeah.
All right. So let's wind up these questions. And as we conclude this informative webinar, a huge thank you to all the participants for your engagement. We hope that we've addressed your queries and provided valuable insights. If you're curious about into how you stack up against other applicants, do not hesitate to get in touch with us. Screenshot it. You have our helpline number and connect for one-on-one sessions with our expert counselors. We offer personalized reports tailored to your specific strengths and areas for improvement. And there is comprehensive analysis. We will provide you with valuable feedback to enhance your application and maximize your chances for success. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, Charlie sir, Achin sir, and Chandrapal sir, for your valuable insights. Have a fantastic weekend ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.